Welcome to AI Search Podcast. Today we are taking a deep dive into how AI is revolutionizing finance. And get this, we're not just talking about robots calling the shots on Wall Street, but about how AI is changing the everyday financial decisions you and I make.
Yeah, that's right.
We're using a primer on AI in finance from AI CERTs, found at www.aicerts.io, as our guide for this deep dive.
It's truly fascinating just how much investment is pouring into AI in the financial sector. We're talking $35 billion in 2023.
Wow.
And projections show that number almost tripling to $97 billion by 2027.
Okay, so those are some huge numbers. But it can't just be hype, right? There has to be real concrete reasons why everyone is suddenly so obsessed with AI.
You're absolutely right. What's driving this surge is the undeniable value AI brings to the table. Crunching massive data sets to make smarter decisions, streamlining processes for greater efficiency, and tackling complex financial problems in ways humans simply can't.
So give me an example, like how are companies actually using this AI to get ahead?
Well, for example, Chase is using AI not only for traditional tasks like fraud detection and risk assessment, but also to completely personalize their customer service experience.
So they're using AI to improve customer experience. That's a pretty interesting approach. What I'm really curious about is how all of this impacts me, the everyday consumer.
That's a great point. One of the biggest impacts you're likely to see is in the world of credit and loans. Remember how long it used to take to get a loan approved?
Oh, I definitely remember those days.
AI is changing that game completely.
Oh, I can't imagine how many hours I wasted waiting for loan approvals.
Right.
So how is AI making things faster? And more importantly, how is it making things fairer?
Well, traditional credit scoring systems rely on a limited set of factors, but AI can go much deeper. It considers a wider range of data points, your spending habits, income stability, even things like your social media presence. To create a much more nuanced and personalized risk assessment, this leads to faster and crucially fairer lending decisions.
Wow.
We're talking about cutting loan approval times by as much as 40%.
40%? That's huge.
Yeah.
So are there any companies like leading the charge on this?
Absolutely. Companies like Zest Finance are at the forefront of this AI-powered lending revolution.
Wow.
They're building more inclusive credit models.
Right.
And they're giving people who might have been unfairly denied loans in the past a real chance to get the financing they deserve.
So it's not just about speed. It's about leveling the playing field and making sure everyone has a fair shot. That's fantastic. Now let's talk about another big issue, fraud detection.
Okay.
It feels like we hear about data breaches and scams every other day. How is AI being used to fight back against this growing problem?
Well, AI is becoming a powerful weapon in the fight against fraud. Its ability to analyze transactions in real time and spot even the tiniest anomalies that might signal fraudulent activity is remarkable. In many cases, AI can detect these red flags before a human would even notice anything suspicious.
So it's like having a super sleuth AI constantly monitoring our financial activity, making sure everything is on the up and up.
Exactly. MasterCard, for example, is already using AI-powered systems to significantly reduce fraud losses.
Wow.
This not only protects the company, but also creates a safer online shopping and banking experience for all of us. Imagine knowing that your online transactions are being constantly monitored for any signs of fraud. That's peace of mind.
Yeah, that's a huge relief, especially with how much we rely on online transactions these days.
Right.
Now, let's tackle the question on everyone's mind. Can AI actually predict the stock market?
It's the age-old question, isn't it? While no system can predict the future with 100% certainty, AI is bringing a whole new level of sophistication to stock market analysis. By crunching real-time data, news feeds, and even social media sentiment.
Wow.
AI is helping investors gain a much deeper understanding of market trends. Studies by firms like Accenture have shown that AI-powered stock predictions can be up to 20% more accurate than traditional methods.
A 20% increase in accuracy. That's a game changer for anyone who invests.
Yeah.
But it still feels like a bit of a gamble, doesn't it?
You're right. It's crucial to remember that AI is a powerful tool, but it's not a magic crystal ball.
Right.
It can provide valuable insights and help us make more informed decisions. But we still need to understand its limitations and use it responsibly.
Right.
It's about using AI to enhance our own judgment, not blindly following its every prediction.
So it's not about replacing human expertise, but about finding the right balance between human intuition and AI's analytical power. Now let's shift gears and talk about blockchain technology.
Okay.
How does this technology, often associated with cryptocurrency, fit into the AI-powered future of finance?
Well, it's incredible how well these two technologies work together.
Okay.
Blockchain provides secure and transparent record keeping. Think of an immutable ledger. And AI can be used to make sense of the vast amounts of data stored on the blockchain.
It sounds like they complement each other perfectly. Blockchain ensures data integrity, while AI unlocks its hidden potential.
Exactly.
What kind of impact could this powerful combination have on the future of finance?
Imagine a world where transactions are settled instantly,
Okay.
fraud is virtually eliminated, and financial services are accessible to everyone regardless of their location or background.
Wow.
That's the potential of AI and blockchain working in harmony to create a faster, safer, and more inclusive financial system.
So it's not just about efficiency, it's about accessibility.
Exactly.
It's about making sure that everyone has equal access to the tools and resources they need to participate in the global economy.
That's right.
And that's just the beginning.
Yeah.
But what about beyond AI and blockchain? Are there any other emerging technologies on the horizon that could potentially disrupt the financial industry?
There's always something new on the horizon.
Right.
One area that's especially fascinating is quantum computing. Okay. Although it's still in its early stages.
Quantum computing. I've heard the term, but it sounds a bit like science fiction.
It does a little bit, right?
What makes it so potentially revolutionary for finance?
Well, quantum computers can tackle problems that are far too complex for even the most powerful traditional computers.
Wow.
They operate on entirely different principles, and this allows them to process information in a fundamentally different way.
Okay.
Imagine being able to perform risk assessments in a fraction of the time.
Yeah.
Or developing financial models that can account for a vastly wider range of variables. That's the power of quantum computing.
So we're not just talking about speed,
Right.
but about being able to tackle complexity in a way that's simply not possible today. That's pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But let's get back to practicalities.
Sure.
How do companies actually go about implementing AI in their financial operations?
Yeah.
Is it as simple as just buying some software?
It's definitely not just a matter of plugging in some software and calling it a day.
Right.
Integrating AI into finance requires a strategic approach.
Okay.
The change in the way business is done.
Okay.
It involves choosing the right AI tools for specific needs, ensuring those tools are used ethically and responsibly, and perhaps most importantly,
Yeah.
creating a culture of continuous learning and adaptation within the organization.
Mm-hmm.
AI is constantly evolving.
Right.
So companies need to be agile and ready to adapt to stay ahead of the curve.
So it's about embracing a new way of thinking,
Yeah.
a new way of working,
Yes,
and a commitment to constantly learning and evolving alongside the technology.
absolutely.
Are there any companies that are leading the way in this AI implementation journey?
Absolutely. Financial giants like Bank of America and Citigroup are already using AI in a wide range of applications.
Yeah.
They're showing the world what's possible with AI and paving the way for others to follow.
Okay, so we've talked about AI's impact on financial institutions, on professionals,
Right.
and even on everyday consumers like you and me.
Yeah.
What does this all mean for society as a whole? What are some of the potential benefits and challenges we need to consider as AI becomes more deeply embedded in the financial world?
That's an important question.
Yeah.
Let's start with the potential benefits.
Okay.
AI has the potential to create a more inclusive,
Okay.
efficient, and stable financial system that benefits everyone.
That sounds amazing. Can you give me some concrete examples?
Imagine a world where AI helps us create credit scoring models that take into account a much wider range of factors, making financial services accessible to individuals and businesses
Right.
who have traditionally been excluded.
Okay.
Think about AI streamlining operations and reducing costs, making financial markets more efficient and transparent for everyone.
Okay.
And picture AI helping us identify and manage risks more effectively,
Okay.
leading to a more stable and resilient financial system.
Right.
These are just a few examples of how AI can create a better financial future for all of us.
Okay. Those are some really compelling benefits. But as with any powerful technology, there must be potential downsides we need to be aware of, right?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
One of the biggest challenges is the potential for job displacement. As AI becomes more sophisticated,
Right.
it's likely to automate many tasks currently performed by humans.
Yeah.
This could lead to job losses in certain sectors of the financial industry.
That's a serious concern.
It is.
What can we do to address this potential issue?
Well, we need to be proactive.
Okay.
Investing in education and training programs that equip workers with the skills they need to succeed in an AI-driven economy is crucial.
Okay.
We also need to think about policies that support workers who are displaced by automation and help them transition to new roles.
So it's about finding that balance.
Yes.
Embracing the possibilities while mitigating the risks.
Exactly.
It's going to be crucial as we navigate this AI-powered future.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts on that?
You hit the nail on the head. It's about finding the right balance. Having open and honest conversations about the benefits and challenges of AI and working together to ensure that this powerful technology is used responsibly and ethically to benefit all of humanity.
Well said.
You know, what's really striking is that AI isn't some far-off futuristic concept.
Right.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's now.
It is.
And it's actively reshaping the financial landscape.
Yeah.
And this is only the beginning.
It's incredible to think about how much has changed in just the past few years.
Right.
If this is just the tip of the iceberg,
Yeah.
what does it mean for all the financial professionals out there? How can they prepare themselves for this AI-driven future?
It's all about adapting and evolving. The most important thing for financial professionals is to cultivate a mindset of continuous learning.
Okay.
The industry is changing at an unprecedented pace.
Right.
And those who are willing to embrace new technologies and upskill their knowledge base will have a distinct advantage.
So it's not just about keeping up with the latest trends. It's about developing a deep understanding of how AI actually works and how it can be used to solve real-world problems in finance.
Precisely. Financial professionals need to go beyond the buzzwords and delve into the mechanics of AI.
Okay.
Understanding the tools, the techniques, the strengths, and even the limitations of AI will be critical.
Right.
It's about learning to think critically and strategically about how AI can be integrated into their existing workflows to enhance their decision-making process.
So it's not about replacing human expertise with AI, but about finding ways for the two to work together.
Exactly.
To complement each other.
Exactly. The future belongs to those who can seamlessly integrate AI into their professional toolkit and leverage its power to gain a competitive edge. It's about harnessing the best of both worlds, human intuition and AI's analytical prowess.
So for financial professionals who are listening, what are some concrete steps they can take to start preparing themselves for this AI-powered future?
Well, there are several pathways to explore. First and foremost, staying informed about the latest developments in AI and its applications in finance is crucial. Reading industry publications, attending conferences, and engaging in online communities dedicated to AI in finance are all fantastic ways to stay ahead of the curve.
So it's about immersing themselves in the world of AI, becoming part of the conversation.
Exactly.
And constantly expanding their knowledge base.
Absolutely. The next step is to actively seek out opportunities to develop practical AI skills.
Okay.
Online courses, workshops, and certifications are all great options. There's a wealth of resources available, both free and paid, that can help financial professionals gain a solid foundation in AI.
And as we mentioned earlier, AI CERTs is a fantastic resource for those looking for comprehensive, industry-recognized training and certifications in this field.
They really are a leader in the field.
Yeah.
AI CERTs offers a wide range of courses and certifications specifically tailored to the needs of financial professionals. Their programs are designed to provide practical, hands-on experience with AI tools and techniques.
Right.
You walk away with real-world skills you can apply immediately.
That's fantastic. It's not just about theory. It's about gaining practical skills that can be implemented right away.
Exactly.
And what about the importance of networking in this new AI-driven world?
Networking is absolutely essential.
Sorry.
Building a strong network of peers and mentors who are also passionate about AI can be incredibly valuable. It's about sharing knowledge, collaborating on projects, and learning from each other's experiences. This collective learning and innovation is what drives the industry forward.
Creating a community of AI enthusiasts within the financial sector, that's a powerful image. By taking these steps, financial professionals can confidently position themselves for success in this rapidly evolving landscape.
Exactly. AI isn't just a trend.
Right.
It's a fundamental shift that will reshape the financial industry as we know it. Those who embrace this change, those who invest in their AI knowledge and skills, those will be the ones who thrive.
So we've discussed the impact of AI on financial institutions and on the professionals working within them.
Right.
But what about the broader societal implications? What are some of the potential benefits and challenges we need to be thinking about? as AI becomes more deeply ingrained in our financial systems?
That's a crucial question to consider.
Yeah.
AI has the potential to deliver significant societal benefits.
Okay.
Think greater financial inclusion, more efficient markets,
Right.
and improved risk management across the board.
So AI could help create a more stable, equitable, and accessible financial system for everyone.
Precisely. For example, AI can help us develop more inclusive credit scoring models that consider a broader range of data points.
Okay.
This could empower individuals and small businesses who have historically been excluded from traditional financial services,
Right.
giving them access to loans and other financial products they need to thrive. That's a really powerful application of AI. Using it to level the playing field and empower communities that have been underserved by traditional financial institutions.
It's about breaking down barriers and creating opportunities.
Yeah.
Beyond inclusion, AI can also drive efficiency and transparency in financial markets. Think about automating tasks, reducing errors,
Right.
and providing real-time insights, all of which can streamline operations, lower costs, and make information more readily available to all participants.
It sounds like we're talking about a more democratic and accessible financial system.
Exactly.
One that benefits everyone, not just a select few.
That's the goal. And let's not forget about AI's potential to revolutionize risk management
Okay.
by analyzing massive data sets and identifying patterns that humans might miss. AI can help us detect and mitigate risks more effectively.
Right.
This could lead to a more stable and resilient financial system, which is critical in today's interconnected global economy.
These are some incredibly compelling benefits.
But as with any powerful technology,
Right.
there must be potential challenges we need to be mindful of.
Of course.
Yeah.
One of the most significant challenges is ensuring fairness and avoiding bias in AI systems.
Okay.
AI algorithms are trained on data.
Right.
And if that data reflects existing biases in society, the algorithms can inadvertently perpetuate and even amplify those biases.
That's a crucial point.
It is.
We need to be incredibly careful about the data that is used to train AI systems, and we need to develop robust mechanisms for identifying and mitigating bias.
I completely agree. It's an ongoing process.
Right.
Another challenge, and one that we touched on earlier, is the potential for job displacement.
Right.
As AI becomes increasingly sophisticated,
Right.
it's likely to automate many of the tasks currently performed by humans in the financial sector. This could lead to job losses, and we need to be prepared to address this issue.
We can't ignore the human impact of these technological advancements.
Right.
So what can we do to mitigate the potential negative impacts on employment?
We need to focus on creating opportunities and pathways for reskilling and upskilling.
Oh, okay.
Investing in education and training programs that equip workers with the skills they need to thrive in an AI-driven economy is essential.
Okay.
We also need to think about policies that support workers who are displaced by automation and help them transition into new roles.
It sounds like it's about embracing the potential of AI while also acknowledging and addressing the potential challenges in a proactive and thoughtful way.
Exactly. AI has the power to transform finance for the better, but it's our responsibility to ensure that it's used responsibly and ethically.
We have a responsibility to steer this technology in the right direction. It's clear that AI is a powerful force that will continue to shape the world of finance and beyond.
Right.
And as we've discussed today, it's essential that we approach this transformation with both enthusiasm and a critical eye, embracing the possibilities while also being mindful of the challenges.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
The future of finance is bright.
But it's up to us to shape it in a way that benefits everyone. It's been an incredible journey exploring the world of AI in finance with you today.
I completely agree. We've covered so much ground, from the nuts and bolts of AI algorithms to the broader societal implications of this transformative technology.
Yeah.
It's been quite a ride.
Absolutely. And I think one of the most important takeaways for our listeners that AI isn't just a buzzword.
Right.
It's a real force that's already changing the financial landscape in profound ways.
It's amazing to think that this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
This transformation is only going to accelerate in the coming years.
We're truly on the cusp of a new era in finance.
Right.
One that's driven by data, automation, and intelligent algorithms.
Yeah.
It's an exciting time to be a part of this revolution.
It's exciting, but it can also feel a little overwhelming, right? Thinking about all the changes that are coming and how we need to adapt and evolve to thrive in this new world.
I understand that feeling, but personally, I'm more excited than overwhelmed.
I see so much potential for AI to create a better, more efficient, and more inclusive financial system for everyone.
Yeah.
That's a future worth striving for.
I love your optimism. It's important to remember that AI is ultimately a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
Yeah.
It's up to us as a society to guide its development and ensure that it's used responsibly and ethically.
You're absolutely right. We need to have open and honest conversations about the potential benefits and challenges of AI. And we need to work together to create a future where AI empowers humanity rather than diminishes it.
Yeah.
Collaboration is key.
I think that's a great note to end on. A call to action for all of us to embrace the possibilities of AI while also being mindful of its potential pitfalls. It's about working together to shape a future where AI benefits everyone.
Well, it's been a pleasure sharing these thoughts with you today.
The feeling is mutual. And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of AI in finance.
Yeah.
We hope you've learned something new, gained some valuable insights, and perhaps even been inspired to explore this field further.
Absolutely.
And if you're ready to take that next step, don't forget to visit www.CERTs.io.
Yeah.
They offer a wealth of resources, courses, and certifications that can help you unlock your potential in the exciting world of AI.
It's a great resource.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay ahead of the curve.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.